So I did my first Tough Mudder over the weekend, and I thought, what a brilliant opportunity to test how durable the coating, the black coating is on the Satin Black Apple Watch Ultra 2. So, will it stand up? Will it get scratched to pieces? Will it be broken? Well, let's find out. Firstly, what is a Tough Mudder? So a Tough Mudder is an obstacle course run, which is basically run through muddy sections. You get things where you're dunked into water, you've got crawl in mud pits, through pipes, climb up walls, all sorts of things. We did the 5K variant in London South East, which was in Henley upon Thames, just outside London. This was just a brilliant opportunity to see what it looks like with this getting dragged through mud and rocks, basically for 2-3 hours. I did the 5K variant, which had about 12 obstacles included, some through water, some not, some through the mud, some not. And if you've seen my previous video where I scratched the bezel of my Apple Watch Ultra, the durability, I guess, has been a concern with the black coating. And if you look at previous black Apple products, I think mine thinks back to the iPhone 7, which I think came in jet black, which I think if you looked at it wrong, it just scratched up. So how this coating reacts and, how it looks after, let's find out. So firstly, let's take a look at the Apple Watch Ultra before the Tough Mudder. And just before we do that, if you are liking this video, then please don't forget to subscribe. If you're enjoying the content, please don't forget to subscribe. There's a lot of you watching my videos who aren't subscribed, and it will really help the channel out. And I would love you lots if you are able to subscribe. So please do. Thanks. So diving down into looking at the watch beforehand, you can see pretty much my watch is relatively scratch-free. I have had a screen protector on there, which, in the interest of doing a really fair test, I've actually taken it off. So, I'm really putting the watch on the line here to see, is this going to be durable? This is my watch paid for with my own money. So if it does get smashed, then, I've got to probably buy another one. But hey, the watch originally, aside from a tiny mark on the bezel, which was in my previous video linked up here, this is basically scratch-free. And so what it looks like afterwards will be really interesting to see. So the Tough Mudder itself, it was quite a hot day on Saturday. The mud was quite thick and gloopy and gritty with loads of rocks in it. So, perfect place to drag this through the mud and find out how badly scratched up and ruined it basically gets. There were plenty of times where the watch was basically just caked in mud. I couldn't even see the screen at times. But then you'd go through a water obstacle, some of it would wash off and so on. So I did have to use outdoor run rather than any kind of obstacle course because there is no obstacle course profile on the Apple Watch Ultra, which was somewhat annoying. And also because there was quite a bit of queuing because the London Henley upon Thames, the event was really poorly organised. This is not a review of the Tough Mudder itself, but the event was really poorly organised. But there were some massive queues. Sometimes, we were queuing for about 45 minutes to an hour to do a specific event. And the watch is just warning you, do you want to turn off your activity? Do you want to pause it? I'm like, no, I kind of want one long activity. It would have been nice to have had an obstacle course run and not be nagged all the time about that. But here you go. That's an aside. You just have to use outdoor run. So, the kind of obstacles, there was crawling under barbed wire, crawling through muddy pipes, having to rotate yourself around a block that's, in a pool of muddy water, climbing up loads of tall obstacles, jumping up around things, nets, big cargo nets, that kind of stuff. So lots of opportunities to mash the watch up. So let's look at how it fared. Well, in all honesty, the watch has done really, really well. I don't see a single scratch. Its wind was very dirty. You can see from some of the pictures that it's caked in mud. The strap was caked in mud as well. There's mud through all the holes in the ocean band as well. So it really did get dragged through it. There isn't a scratch on this watch. It's literally, the coating is held up perfectly. There's only one thing, which there's a little bit of mud which is stuck in one of the, I think, the water exit holes, but that will come out over time, I expect, at some point. But everything on the watch works perfectly. There's no scratches on the screen that I can see. There's no scratches around the body of the watch. It's done really, really well. I actually think this has held up better than the natural titanium would. I had the Apple Watch Ultra 1, which was in natural titanium before, and that thing was heavily scratched. But because it was natural on natural, you can't really see the scratches unless you're really looking at it really closely, diving in to look at the watch this close. With this, because it's black on obviously a natural finish underneath, scratches will really show through, and there isn't a single scratch on this thing. So I am really, really impressed with how this has held up, and really and truly speaking, no question marks for me about durability. Obviously, your mileage will vary. If you have a specific whack against something that's really bad, yours might get damaged, so please don't shout at me if it does. But from what I did and the Tough Mudder I went through and the rocks and the rubbish that I went through, this thing has held up amazingly well. So there you have it. Really good coating, really durable coating. Have you got an Apple Watch Ultra 2 in black? How's yours holding up? Have you got scratches all over yours? Has yours held up really well as mine? Let me know in the comments. And if you did like this video, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you do use any of the links in the description, they might be affiliate links, and they do help support the channel if you'd like to do that as well. It'd be really appreciated. That's great, thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.